Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk English Together channel. I'm Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. Hi, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here today. I'm very excited.
I'm happy to hear that, Alex. It's a beautiful day to learn English.
It really is. But before we start our conversation, we have something to ask for listeners.
Oh, yes, that's right, everyone. If you like our podcast, please click the like button right now.
Yes, and please subscribe to Talk English Together channel. It helps us a lot. We want to make many, many more videos for you.
And do not forget to share this with your friends. If they are learning English, they can listen and learn.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Today, we're talking about something that can completely change your life, and it's one of the simplest habits anyone can build: reading every single day.
That's right, Sarah. Many people think reading is only for students or people who love books, but the truth is that reading is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth, success, and happiness.
Exactly. Reading doesn't just give you information. It changes the way you think, improves your vocabulary, strengthens your memory, and helps you communicate with confidence.
I remember when I started reading for just 15 minutes every day. At first, it felt like a small habit, but after a few months, I noticed that I could express my ideas more clearly and understand difficult topics much faster.
That's a great example. Small daily actions often create the biggest long-term results. You don't need to read an entire book in one day. Even a few pages can make a difference if you stay consistent.
Reading also introduces us to new ideas, different cultures, and inspiring people. Every book is like having a conversation with someone who has years of experience and knowledge to share.
And let's not forget that reading reduces stress. When you sit down with a good book, your mind becomes calmer, and you take a break from the noise of social media and everyday distractions.
That's one of my favorite benefits. Instead of spending hours scrolling through short videos, I try to spend at least 20 minutes reading something useful. I always feel more productive afterward.
Another amazing benefit is that reading helps you become a better speaker. The more words and expressions you see, the easier it becomes to use them naturally in conversations.
That's especially important for English learners. Reading books, articles, or short stories in English exposes you to real vocabulary, grammar, and sentence patterns.
Don't worry if you don't understand every word. Focus on understanding the main idea first. Over time, your vocabulary will grow naturally. Success doesn't happen overnight. It comes from small habits repeated every day. Reading is one of those habits that keeps giving you rewards for the rest of your life. That sounds like a wonderful routine. I also try to practice English in the morning because my mind feels fresh and focused. Sometimes I write a few sentences in my notebook about my plans for the day, and other times I simply talk to myself in English for a few minutes.
Talking to yourself in English is actually a very effective learning method. It helps you think in English instead of translating everything from your native language. At first, it may feel a little strange, but after a while, it becomes natural and your confidence grows.
I completely agree. Many learners believe they need a partner to improve their speaking skills, but that's not always true. You can practice by describing what you're doing, talking about your day, or even sharing your opinions out loud in English. That's excellent advice. The secret to becoming fluent isn't being perfect, it's practicing consistently. Every new word you learn and every conversation you have brings you one step closer to speaking English confidently.
You don't have to start with difficult books. Choose something that genuinely interests you. When you enjoy the topic, reading becomes much easier. And remember, consistency is more important than speed. Reading a little every day is far better than reading for hours once a month. Some people say they don't have enough time to read, but almost everyone can find 10 or 15 minutes each day if they reduce their screen time.
Imagine reading just 20 pages every day. By the end of the year, you could finish dozens of books and gain knowledge that most people never take the time to learn.
Another thing I love about reading is that it builds patience. In today's world, many people expect instant results, but books remind us that real growth takes time.
That's true. Every chapter brings you one step closer to understanding a bigger idea. It's very similar to achieving goals in life. Small progress every day leads to amazing results.
That's a beautiful way to describe them. Reading also improves your imagination. As you read, your brain creates pictures, ideas, and connections that help you become more creative.
Creativity is important in every career, whether you're an entrepreneur, a student, an engineer, or an artist. Creative thinking helps you find better solutions.
Exactly. Reading helps you solve problems because it exposes you to the experiences of other people. Instead of learning everything the hard way, you can learn from someone else's journey.
I like to think of books as silent teachers. They don't interrupt you, they don't judge you, and they're always ready whenever you have time to learn.
Now let's discuss how reading can actually change your future.
That's a great topic. Many successful people have one habit in common. They read consistently. They know that every book teaches them something valuable.
So here's our challenge for you. Read for at least 15 minutes every day this week. Choose a topic you enjoy and don't give up after 1 or 2 days. Remember, every page you read is an investment in yourself. Knowledge is something nobody can take away from you. Let's talk about one question many people ask. What should I read?
That's a fantastic question. The answer is simple. Start with books that match your interests. If you enjoy business, read about business. If you love history, read history. If you're learning English, read easy English books and short stories.
That's excellent advice. When you read about topics you enjoy, you're much more likely to stay consistent. Reading should feel exciting, not like a punishment.
I also recommend keeping a notebook nearby. Whenever you discover a new word, an inspiring quote, or a useful idea, write it down. Those notes become your personal library of knowledge.
I do the same thing. Sometimes I read one sentence that completely changes the way I think. It's amazing how a single idea can inspire a new goal or solve a problem.
Another helpful habit is to discuss what you read with someone else. Teaching an idea is one of the best ways to remember it.
That's true. Even if you don't have a reading partner, you can summarize each chapter in your own words. It helps you understand the material more deeply.
Many people quit reading because they think they must finish every book they start. That's not always necessary. If a book doesn't interest you after giving it a fair chance, choose another one.
Reading is a lifelong journey, not a race. The goal isn't to collect books, it's to collect wisdom.
Exactly. Every page you read develops your mind, little by little. After months or years, you'll look back and realize how much you've grown.
And remember, knowledge creates opportunities. The ideas you discover in books can help you start a business, improve your career, build better relationships, or make smarter financial decisions.
The most successful people never stop learning because they know that growth has no finish line.
Let's explore something interesting. Reading doesn't just fill your mind with information, it transforms the way you see the world.
That's so true, Sarah. Two people can face the same challenge, but the person who reads regularly often has more ideas, better solutions, and a broader perspective.
Exactly. Books allow us to experience places we've never visited, meet people we've never met, and learn lessons without making every mistake ourselves.
I once heard someone say, a reader lives 1,000 lives, while a non-reader lives only one. That idea really stayed with me because every book opens the door to a new experience.
Reading also teaches empathy. When we read stories about different people and different cultures, we begin to understand their thoughts, feelings, and struggles.
And that's an important life skill. Understanding other people helps us become better friends, better leaders, and better communicators.
Another benefit of reading is improved focus. In a world full of constant notifications, spending time with a book trains your brain to concentrate for longer periods.
That's something many people need today. The ability to focus deeply is becoming rare, but it's one of the most valuable skills for learning and success.